Hello everybody and welcome to week 5. This week I've got a really cute mini album for you that I used some of my Project Life cards, but you could easily substitute any kind of designer paper or stamps that you want. I'm going to show you really quickly the inside. It's just a little flip book and they have little pockets, let's see, to add other things on here. Okay, I did a few. I also used some of the Project Life cards for inside. All right, so let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need are 2 pieces of early espresso that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then you're going to get your scallop tag topper punch. And guys, I just eyeball things, and if you want to mark it off exactly, you can, so it'll be in the center. But I just kind of take it and I, say, okay, that looks about the middle, and I'm going to push it all the way in like that. Okay, and you can kind of see back here, there's how much is on each side. All right, so I'm going to punch that, pull that out, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, now if you want to line them up so that they go in and they're going to be exactly the same, you can do that. But again, I just eyeball things. I'm going to slide it in, kind of push it around till I think it's in the middle, and I'm going to punch. All right, so now we're going to get our Stampin' Trimmer, and we're going to cut off these parts right here. So really quickly, let me do that. Take your blade part, and you're going to run it right down until you hit that part there. You'll feel it. That's the good thing about this trimmer, is you can see exactly where you're putting your blade. Oops, I just dropped my other one on the floor. Okay, here we go. Let's do the other ones. These will be the front and back covers. Okay, now you're going to need another piece of early espresso that is 4 1/4 by 8 inches, and you're going to score it at 1 inch, and then you're going to score every 1/2 inch until you get to 7 inches, and then you stop. Okay, so you're going to have 1 inch tabs on either side and then a 1/2 inch all the way in between. Now you're going to accordion fold these all the way down. This is how I do a lot of my mini albums. It's an easy binding to do your pages. You could do as many or as few little flips as you would like for your album. Now for this one, because I felt like it flopped open more than I wanted it to, because I had added 6 of these, and I call this a mountain and a valley in case you ever read my instructions. I'm going to put some fast fuse in between each mountain and valley, and it doesn't have to be a lot or perfect. This is just going to help us hold these mountain and valleys together. Okay, so that was the back side that I just ran my fast fuse on. I would recommend fast fuse as opposed to snail. Sticky strip would work great also, and you'll see in a little while why I did that, but you want to do that before you do anything else. Now you can kind of see how it creates this little accordion folded piece like that. Okay, now I've got one over here that's prepared for the next part, so I'm going to use this one. So here we have it. Okay, and you want to take that, this is the side that we use sticky strip on, and now on this is the inside of the book. You're going to want to take your sticky strip and use sticky strip on this and not fast fuse, because you don't want these pages to stick together until we put the white or the vanilla pages on them. So run a piece of sticky strip on each side of your mountains and valleys. Okay. All right, now we're gonna, before we get into the pages, we're gonna add the front cover to this part right here. And again, I recommend using either fast fuse or sticky strip, okay? So you can see that this is the front of this accordion piece, and it's the wider piece. And I'm gonna take this cover that I punched a minute ago, and I'm gonna line it up right there, okay? So can you see how this is coming together? Now I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing over here, but I think I'm going to put my fast fuse on this. It'll be a little bit easier to apply. Okay, so I'm going to line it up straight. If I can get it on there. All right, now to cover up this binding edge, because it's kind of ugly, I took one of my Project Life cards and I trimmed, this is one of the 3x4 cards, and I trimmed it off just on this side so that it would be, let's see, let me look at my measurement so that I make sure I get it right, 2 3/8. Okay, so we want it 2 3/8 across here, and it's still going to remain that 4 inches here. You're going to score it at 2 inches, score at 1 inch and 1 3/8. All right, so fold in those score lines. Use your fast fuse or your sticky strip. And this one you want to be really generous with the adhesive, because this is really going to kind of hold it all together. Because right now you can see how it's just kind of laying flat. And I am just sliding things all over the place. All right, so now this is not on purpose. This is not the same width as the book. I just kind of liked it a little bit shorter. Okay, so when you make yours, don't freak out that this is not the same measurement. I kind of liked it like that, the way it looked. You could shorten your book a little bit if you want it to be exact, or you just use designer series paper so that you can use the exact measurements. All right, for the cover of my book, I took, let me show you this one, the original. I used the Project Life card all by itself, and they're 3x4, so I cut a piece of real red that was 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, and I just mounted it on there like that. Okay, and then we're going to attach that to the cover, just like that. So again, whenever you're doing anything that's 3D, which is what this is considered, something that's not a card or scrapbook page, use your fast fuse and your sticky strip, or it is going to come apart. All right, so now for the pages. You're going to have 6 pages, and so you need to cut 6 pieces of Very Vanilla that are 4 inches by 6 1/2. Okay, so that's what I have here, 4 inches by 6 1/2, and I scored all of them at 3 1/4. Okay, so these pages are going to create a pocket. So down here at the bottom, all I'm going to do is take a glue dot and I'm going to put it right here, and you will see why in just a second. That's going to allow me to put something in here without it falling all the way through. Okay, all right, so I'm going to start here and I'm going to peel off this sticky strip, and I'm going to attach this page right there along that fold. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here, and don't remove all your sticky strip at one time, because then you will have all kinds of pages stuck. And if you have used sticky strip and fast fuse before, you know that once it's stuck, it is stuck. All right, so there I have that. Okay, now remember that glue dot, I'm just going to kind of pinch that closed. So now when I go to put something in here, it's not going to fall all the way through. Okay, all right, so I'm going to continue to remove one sticky strip at a time and add these pages like this. And again, this was 6 pages, and there that'll give you room for 12 pictures, but then inside the pocket you can do more pictures. I kind of did the outtakes. I did just a little kind of a summary of Christmas last year. A picture with Santa, a picture of Daddy reading them the night before Christmas, our official family picture, and then Christmas morning. And so inside, and then I had a bunch. I had a lot more than 12 than I wanted to use, so I printed out some of the really funny, cute ones, and I put them inside so that I could pull them out. And you can also add in the Project Life cards They are perfect because they have a place for you to journal. Let's see if I can get this one. Some of them say, you know, holiday tradition. And as you see, it doesn't fit, so I trimmed it down a little bit. I took off about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, all right, so I'm not going to finish with those pages. Let me just show you really quickly the last thing that I did to the inside. I adhered a Project Life card there, and then I used this stamp set. And if you are a memory keeper, you need this stamp set. This works on traditional scrapbook pages. This is great for Project Life scrapbook pages, anything. It's a date stamp, and it is, you need it. You just really, for all of your memory keeping, comes in very handy. So I'm going to stamp December in real red, and I'm going to stamp 2014, and my 4 just flew off. It comes with numbers that you can attach, so you can make your own numbers. So it never expires. You can always make the year. All right, so this one, let's see, this one I am doing in Old Olive. All right, and then my 2 3/8 scallop circle. Let's see if I may have done it too far down. There we go, just like that. Okay, and then I am using one of these really cute Nordic buttons that are in the holiday catalog. Put it right there, and I want to just show you guys a tip really quickly. If you hate threading buttons, don't do it. Tie your bow, stick a glue dot on, and stick it right there on your button. There's no need to thread these buttons, guys. Just use your glue dots. All right, and then I adhered it right in there. The last thing that I did to my mini album is I tied it with this beautiful ribbon, and that way it'll hold it closed, but it's not something that is hard to undo. And so the inside little pockets, let me show you. So I liked both of these pictures of my kids, and I couldn't decide which one to use. So I put both of them in there, and I just stapled with our little stapler a folded piece of ribbon so that when the person looking at this album sees it, they know that there's something in there. And on the back side of it is one of the Project Life cards, Dear Santa, so I can write on there exactly what the girls asked Santa for. And so I did each of their pictures by themselves, and then this kid, my wild child, I had to include that. I mean, come on, that's part of the memory, right? Because that's how she normally is. And then our family picture, and a picture of their stockings, a picture of Daddy reading to them. This one, let's see, has my daughter sitting in a box, and some of the presents that they got. Set that right there. And just more of Christmas morning. And because in 20 years, they may not remember what they got for Christmas, but when they look at the pictures, they'll remember. All right, this would make a great gift for Grandma. I was thinking, you know, I have a hard time thinking of things to get my parents, so a little memory book would be great for them. It'd be great for a birthday, for a baby shower. It doesn't have to be Christmas. The construction is always the same, and you just embellish it with whatever your need is. Guys, thanks so much, and don't forget about my special holiday punch card. It's just from now until December 31st. When you spend $200 with me, you get a photopolymer stamp set of your choice. Okay, check the blog for more details. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.